Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash. And no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Ryan finds himself in the starting lineup. Jim, what would you say are his most notable qualities?
Well, the goal...
It's Iniesta! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
He's in a great position here. Rudiger, Chouameni, Rudiger, Alaba, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Vinicius Junior. Now here's the delivery.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And he's lost his man here. He's in a good... Iniesta! Dispatched clinically. You don't keep those outs. He just knew.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Leon have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that's got this place bouncing. Just listen to the noise all around us. Now they have...
Decent chance! It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
He rises! That's a half-decent try. Vinicius Junior. Looking to play him in, and it's made its way to him. Oh, takes a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Defending of the desperate variety. Leon are looking to go forward now. And that is a little undercooked. Can he get on the end of this? In with the challenge. David Villa is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. The He's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And it's Pedri. David Villa receives it in a good shoot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Alaba. Rudiger. And it's Rudiger. Alaba. Tchouaméni. That's Rudiger. Leon heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Vinicius Junior. Alaba. And it's Rudiger. Pressing high and with purpose. That's Rudiger. Alaba. Rudiger. Strong running down that left flank. He's looking wide. He's picked his way through. Gavi. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. And he's gone backward here. And he shoots! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Camavinga really must be thinking.
And the half-time whistle goes. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Leon in control at half-time, 2-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Solot, 2 assists to his credit already.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tchouaméni looking to penetrate opposition lines. They're urging him to shoot. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Pedri. That's Sorlot. Eder Militao. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Leon in a very solid position, 2 to the good. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Cross flung in towards the middle. And the shot and the finish! That is one way to get his defending done. Madrid have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. De Jong. Well, that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Iniesta. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Rudiger. Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Yamal. And it's Iniesta. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Eder Militao. And here's Iniesta. David Villa. And here's Sorlot. Spread it left. And it's Tchouaméni. Koundé did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Sorlot. Pressure coming in from all directions. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Eder Militao. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Mbappe, good strong midfield running here. That's a smartly directed ball. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Looking for options for movement. Vinicius Junior receives it in a wide position. And they're back on the ball again. Driving on and making good progress. Iniesta will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Tries to play it through. Mbappe gets into a good position. And it's Alaba. Alaba drives forward on the overlap. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Oh, that's fabulous. And that pass just didn't quite work. Eder Militao. Oh no, this does not look good. Pedri. Over to the left. Vinicius Junior. Big chance! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
You could tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he could smile about it, seeing as there are a couple of goals up.
The ball has bounced loose now. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Shot a goal! Really well taken goal. With so little time left, grandstand finish. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Madrid give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
And that is as far as it goes. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that...
So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Marc-Andre ter Stegen. He's got everything you'd want from a top-level keeper. Great shot stopping, but also a very cool head and a good organiser. What's more, he's very happy to play sweeper-keeper behind that defence, mopping up loose balls before picking a pass and get his team on the front foot again.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Pedri. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
I think he knew immediately that he got that one wrong. The wall did its job.
Christensen. Messi. Cruyff.
This is the time you need that pace.
Tries to play it through. Messi. Real chance! Goal!
Well, what a statement of intent. Who better to be the one to have the first say? A cracking opening to this game.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Leon finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And he's managed to get free. Messi stood his ground strongly. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Roberto Carlos. Leon are behind here despite their domination of possession. Valverde engages and forces him off the ball.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Tries to pass it through. He is through here! Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
That's a nicely weighted pass. Oh, what has happened here? Corner it is. Leon with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's on it, can he get away? Guti is always looking to break lines. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cruyff receives it in a wide position. Messi. And that's the keeper's ball. 15 minutes till half-time. Now it's Villa. Roberto Carlos does well to stand firm and defend it. Now it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Sorlot. Picked out brilliantly. Messi looking understandably energised after his goal. Now it's Villa. David Villa puts his foot on the gas. Vinicius Junior.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Oh, that's clever. Christensen. Eder Militao. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Eder Militao. Referee's given a throw. Griezmann. And it's Pedri. Now it's Mbappe. So what can they make of this? Griezmann. Surlot. Out to the right. And here's Valverde. That is lovely.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
And it's Pedri. Knocks it out wide. Vinicius Junior charging forward, the ball at his feet. Guti. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 20. Viene sostituito.
Here we go again then.
Numero 10.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Leon come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Cruyff looks to get on the end of this. Bellingham. Now it's Villa. And it's Bellingham. Bellingham! Bellingham! That is brilliant! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! They have come roaring back!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
You just know there is no stopping that.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Now it's Griezmann, De Jong. Guti spots it and intercepts. He's picked his way through. Nicely weighted ball. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
Mbappe powering forward here. And he's straight offside. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling.
David Villa is on his own. Tries a shot! It's a goal! And the comeback is complete! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Leon go into the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Christensen. Now it's Villa. Leon perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. That is good alertness. De Jong. Eder Militao. This is De Jong. And it's Bellingham. And here's Griezmann. Drilled in low. That could... Decent chance! And that's caused a worry or two. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. And here's Griezmann. Lovely bit of skill. And that is expertly dealt with. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Searching pass he's played there. And the through ball. Cruyff. Oh, there's the shot! And he hits the net! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Oh, no, what has happened here? It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. So a big chance now from 12 yards. Well, the keepers these days have done their homework. Yes, it's in! As close to a certainty as can be.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
Leon take the lead.
Oh, that's tremendous. They've shown it again and again in this competition. They'll fight to the very end. You have to admire them for their spirit.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Looking for the run. And this is Messi. Raul. Oh, shooting chance! And that could come back to haunt them.
Raul really wanted that, didn't he? Probably a little too much, to be honest.
There's no sort of quality on that.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 23, numero 11,
Jamal.
numero 14, Griezmann,
That
numero
is
5.
good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Il numero 3, il numero 16, il numero
Fermin
6.
is onto it in a flash. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Good chance here! And that would have won it.
Bellingham really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
Mbappe! And the flag has stayed down. And this is takes a shot. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And that is one way to get his defending done. All hands on deck for this one. It's a mighty effort. No mistake. They have stolen level at the last. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
He's in plenty of space here. And he was alert to it. Vermeer. Can he get it through? And he shoots! And he has kept it out somehow.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Ricordiamo a tutti I tifosi che sul maxi schermo è possibile seguire le notizie sul traffico.
Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. The Estadio Urbano Caldera is small for a top-flight venue, but it makes up for that with its history and its heritage. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Well, here he is, the epitome of athleticism and speed. And the shot! Yes! The ideal start!
The perfect show of intent. Great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that's really changed the mood in the stands, Peter. It ought to encourage more positive football, a more front-footed approach. It's got to be.
And we have our very first corner. That has been knocked clear. And it's Chouameni. Leon are looking to go forward now. Isco, nicely spread. Now it's Yamal. It's Pedri. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He is through here. He's found a way through. And it's hoisted clear. Real chance! They've scored! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Madrid grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
This looks promising. Mbappe puts his foot on the gas. Griezmann out towards the flank. Isco. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's a decent chance! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Tries to pass it through. And smartly reclaimed. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Howson did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Vinicius Junior takes a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Mbappe.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And he's found a way past. Steaming on goalwards. Shapes to shoot! And it's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Madrid take the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Isco. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Now it's Alvarez. Alvarez! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And it's Griezmann. Oh, chance! Oh, it's hit the post! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
They've played it short. Now it's Yamal. Danger averted for now. Howson is the team's great visionary. Nicely shaped ball. Howson calmly anticipates. Pedri. Carvajal making good progress on the right-hand side. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Chance for a shot! Christensen. Leon are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Not the most accurate pass. Pedri. Good, strong midfield running here. Vinicius Junior.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Griezmann. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. To square things up. Not much more than a formality.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
And now he has two. So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Williams. Vinicius Junior. Isco. And the first half is done. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this. Terrific half. 4 goals split evenly. Beautifully set up for the second period to follow.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 23. Camisa 21. Deixando o
So we're into the second
campo
45.
Camisa 15. Camisa 18.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Knocks it into space. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. It's their second corner of the game.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 7. Sai para a entrada do jogador. Camisa 13. Substituição em andamento.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Now this could be a chance. Messi. That's been cut out, well played. Griezmann. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi in acres of space out wide. That's very neat. Bellingham. And here's Rashford. It's Rashford! Really well taken goal. And they get themselves in front. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Little pass back, and it's Isco. So can they find a way to turn round this deficit? Now it's Rashford. Good ball, good take. That looks a decent ball. And a chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Corner number 3 coming up. Leon have the chance to go the other way. He's shifting through the gears here. Jordi Alba is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Threads one in. Great ball, and he's in here. He has found the way through. Cleared without complication. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Leon perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
And that's gone loose. Knocks it out wide. Oh, that's nice. Carvajal. Delivery from Danny Carvajal. And it's been given away. Mosquera defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And here's Mbappe. Bellingham. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Shot a goal! Now, it's fallen loose again!
This is a show of real intent to add another goal to their lead. No hesitation whatsoever.
Mosquera. Alvarez. He's picked his way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Mbappe. Great chance! Now that is commitment to the cause. Corner number 2 then. Isco goes short. Isco on a strong run down the right. And now they can spring out of defence. That has not gone well. Messi. David Villa. Now it's Messi. And he's had it nicked away. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Messi. Now it's Villa.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Isco. Mbappe. Howson gets across to intercept that. Mbappe. And there's his chance to lead the counter.
2 minutos de acréscimo.
Now it's Villa. Nicely weighted ball. So much shoots! And with that, the final whistle. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game.
Senhoras e senhores, vamos dar
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations. And I think with confidence looking a little fragile at the moment, they were playing not to lose more than trying to win. And I think everything was just a letdown because of that.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle.
There's a player below, Peter, that I admire on a professional and personal level, the one and only Raul.
He's just out on his own for consistency. He's had a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Madrid with the corner. They're first. Leon. Oh, he's been caught napping! And he's made sure that's not getting through. Eder Militao. And this is Raul. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Chouameni. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Pedri. Oh, good spread.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Messi. Neymar. Messi. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Griezmann, a player who needs no introduction. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Neymar, he has found the way through. He won't be happy with that one. Leon are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Looking to play him in. It's a promising position. Neymar's cross. Griezmann knocks it into space. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Face to face with the keeper. He's having a shot! Yes, it's there! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Marcó en el minuto 22 el dorsal 17. Villa.
Leon penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Yeah, that's exactly what they required, but they need to be careful now. That goal could serve as a wake-up call for the hosts.
He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee...
And the finish! Oh, that's an own goal!
I don't think he knew too much about it, Peter. It comes off him awkwardly.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Played over towards the opposite flank.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Neymar, midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Van Nistelrooy! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Quick look, then plays it in. That's a good ball out wide. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Great vision. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
No, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
And this is Raul. Pedri. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so. And Van Nistelrooy! Oh, another save. Rudiger. De Jong. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And Jamal. Now it's Villa. Lovely feet. And it's Tchouaméni. Howson is always looking to break lines. And he's lost his man here. Messi. Real. And the shot! Isco. Now it's Villa.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Looking for the run. And he's onside. Van Nistelrooy is onto it in a flash. And he's quick to snatch it back. Now it's Raul. Messi. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Jamal.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Griezmann. And it's Messi. Raul. And that's been intercepted. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. And that's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. So it's back to business. That's really well manoeuvred. Neymar. Madrid upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Xavi Alonso. Raul. Spread it left. Neymar receives it in a wide position. Shot, surely!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Madrid get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Thinks one through. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Now it's Villa. Now it's Griezmann. And here's the chance to counter. Think through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. And it's Neymar. Van Nistelrooy. Oh, cracking shot at goal!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Now it's Villa. Oh, what a ball! Takes a shot! There's a goal! And that takes him up to double figures, the first significant goal-scoring landmark. Calm, composed, confident, what a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Madrid have their second corner now. Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence. And that is as far as they're going to go. And this is Messi. He's shifting through the gears here. And the shot! Looking for options for movement. Belletti. He's a sharp little ball here. And this is Raul. Tchouameni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Griezmann. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Who saw this coming? It's turned into a real fight to the last. He's on it. Can he get away? Goes for a shot! It's in! And the comeback is complete!
Griezmann really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 10, Messi.
So, time
El
for
dorsal
changes
21,
on both sides, actually.
Griezmann.
Well, there
El
is that
dorsal
saying,
11,
Peter, that if it isn't broke, don't try and fix it. But I suppose you don't want to risk anything in a game like this.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Now it's Villa,
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
and he plays one through. David Villa gets flagged offside. Leon close now to seeing this one through to the end. Now it's Mbappe. Can he get it through? Oh, well measured. Tries to get it clear. Back into the middle. They're urging him to shoot. Bellingham. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Belletti.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Xavi Alonso. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's away. Bellingham! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, they could be caught out here. Oh, can they get him away? And Boyan! Oh, the ball's run loose here. That's that, the end. Leon can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows great maturity on the part of the players, and it was, for me, well-deserved and well-earned.
Many thanks to Jim, and with... So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running. Ricky Puig, Jim, another midfield maestro from that Catalan production line.
Yeah, absolutely. He may not carry much of a goal threat, Peter, but there isn't much he can't do with the ball at his feet. He operates best on the left side of a central three, where he likes to take the ball on the turn and look to pass it forward. I expect to see him spreading the play and opening up opportunities for those around him.
Now this could be a chance. And he's only too happy to take that back. Vinicius Junior. Passes short and sharp. Threads with David Villa! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Villa deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Rudiger. Oh, terrible pass. Shifted it to the flank. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That looks a good ball through. Oh, he's burst through. Rudiger. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
That is good alertness. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't...
Can he finish? Eder Militao. Pass somewhat off target. And he's tried one! Well, that is one way to stop him. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. David Villa is eyeing up his options in the middle. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And a chance! And he's found the net! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
That has really stirred things up, and if they carry on like this, things might even get louder here.
It is a corner. And that's it. And thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here. Ibrahimovic making his 300th appearance today. Just another reminder to those who missed the pre-game ceremonies.
Well, Peter, it's remarkable considering...
There's the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Sergi is there to clear. Out to the left it goes. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he cuts out the supply. Vieira. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. He won't be happy with that one. Not the most convincing of passes. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Not the most accurate pass, just eases him off the ball. Now that looks a decent ball. That was mighty close. Cafu. Chooses to go cross-field.
That's a great ball cross-field.
That has not gone well. Marquinhos is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. So it is still 0-0. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Mbappe finds himself offside. Vieira. And Mateus. Mateus. Now, can they get him away? And this is Shevchenko. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Cafu. And it's Xabi Alonso. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he stands tall, impenetrable. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Quality ball. Aimed beyond the defence. And the shot! It's there! What a moment for the triple centurion, for one of this team's favourite sons.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Ibrahimovic.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And here's Mbappe. Looking for options for movement. Oh, they could be caught out here. Chance, surely! It's a goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Mateus can see things others simply cannot. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Xabi Alonso. Ambitious ball here. Real chance! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Neymar. Showing good feet.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's there to retrieve it. Bounce of passing here, really easy on the eye. And he's heaved it away. Gattuso. Well, that pass isn't the best. Can he get it through? Oh, no joy this time. Vieira. Cafu is one whose deliveries we all know about. It's a good spell of possession, this. Marquinhos did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, he's been caught napping. And it's Vieira. And this is Raul. Mateus is onto this. Marquinhos with the clearance. Oh, well played, well played. There's the whistle for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each.
Se recuerda a nuestros espectadores que cualquier persona que presente evidentes signos de embriaguez podrá ser expulsada del estadio. Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 11.
The second half then, just getting going.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 10, el dorsal 9.
Raul.
Totti.
And this is Ibrahimovic. He's a sharp little... And he shoots! You've got to be quick to recover this. He's played it long.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Cafu looks to get out the box. Goes for a shot! Superb goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And there's the shot! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Yeah, looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Played out towards the right wing. Cafu. Mateus. Nicely weighted ball. And that has been cleared. It's a good run down the left-hand side. That's good play. Here's found. Can he finish? He's got a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Now it's Mbappe. No, that's been intercepted. Mateus. Cafu. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter...
Oh, what has happened here? Ibrahimovic. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Oh, well measured. Vieira. Ibrahimovic. Totti. Oh, that's a key interception. Half an hour gone in the second half. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Looking for a runner. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Cafu. Raul. And it's Xavi Alonso. Passing is crisp and sharp. The less said about that pass, the better.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Cafu wriggles his way through, and this is Raul. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 19, el dorsal 16. Cambio de jugadores.
Bullet! And somehow he has kept that out. It's a loose ball.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And Romario! Now, who's going to be first to this? David Villa. Oh, they can break here. Oh, that's a very decent ball, man. Decent chance! Oh, what about that? And that may just do it.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Dorsal 9. Ibrahimovic.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Pepe is a perfect combination of brain and brawn.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Mbappe really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Zanetti spots it and we're done. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose. Ibrahimovic voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.